What's up guys, so today we're going to be going over some basics of how to play Sephiroth in Smash Ultimate. Of course he has only been out for a day, so this isn't intended to serve as an end all be all guide by any means, but as a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, I've of course been playing him a ton since release and I feel like I've gotten a good sense of how to play him, so I was eager to make this guide for those of you who are looking to pick up the character. So of course Sephiroth is known famously or infamously for his incredibly long sword, right, the Masamune, and that's exactly what his gameplay is centered around in Smash Ultimate as well. Sephiroth's strengths lie in his insane range and kill power, and he's even got a decent projectile game. However, these strengths are balanced out with lackluster frame data, so lots of startup and end lag on his moves, and a limited combo game. So Sephiroth's game plan will be to play the keep away game using his range and projectiles. Sephiroth's neutral game is going to consist of keeping the enemy out with his sword's long range. Forward air, back air, and F tilt are going to be the main spacing tools here. F tilt, of course, you can angle both up and down. So those three moves are going to be your main spacing and poking tools. They're relatively safe when you space them correctly. On that topic, spacing is very important because Sephiroth has sweet spots on different parts of his sword depending on what move you use. So stabbing moves like forward air are going to be stronger at the tip, and slashing moves like F tilt or F smash are going to be strongest between the middle and tip of the blade. So beyond the middle, but not quite at the tip. In neutral, you're basically going to be doing a lot of poking with these guys, spacing with these guys, making sure that you're spacing beyond their range and making use of your superior range with Sephiroth's gigantic sword, right? And even if you don't hit the sweet spot, it's fine because it's more important to be outside of their range so that they can't hit you. And that's how you're going to make these moves safe. Things like retreating fair are going to be good. Of course, retreating back air. You can even approach with these as long as they're well spaced. And dashing back with F tilt is going to be really good as well. You can even approach with sliding F tilt like this. You'll also want to mix in projectiles to bait and approach. So for example, you can space them out with stuff like fair, keeping them out of your range, right? If they can't go beyond this, and then you throw out a projectile or something. Of course, this is just a CPU, but you want to throw out that projectile, and if they hop over, dash back and up angled F tilt to anti-air them, right? If they try to approach with an aerial after you throw out a projectile. So a lot of dashing back, projectile, mixed in with spacing, forward air, back air, and F tilt to bait and approach. And keeping them out of your range is going to be the key in neutral. So when you play this way, playing the Sephiroth's strengths with his long range and spaced out type of game plan, you'll mostly be looking to rack up damage by landing stray hits. It's not really going to be combo based if you're playing this type of playstyle. Sephiroth isn't out of options though if the enemy happens to be able to close the gap, or if you simply want to get in more as well. Close range is actually where most of his combo game is, though it is limited. So at 0 and low percents, you'll be able to get combos out of Nair and Grab. You can get falling Nair into Nair, Nair into forward air, Nair into back air, and even Nair into up air, which combos, as you can see on the combo counter, it's true, but it is kind of DI dependent. If they DI out enough from the Nair, I don't think that's going to be true. So continuing with 0 to low percent combos. We'll go over grabs and throws next. So down throw will get you fair, down throw back air, up throw into full hop Nair, and back throw into back air. Back throw back air is actually really good at ledge, and on bigger bodies at higher percents, this can actually become a kill confirm, especially with the one wing. And like I mentioned, back throw back air can become a true kill confirm on bigger bodies. As you can see, the combo counter reads that as true, since on bigger bodies it's going to be easier to hit them. However, if they DI out, this may not be true, so just keep that in mind. Of course, that is with the wing only, since the wing gives us that extra bit of kill power. So now some mix-ups, guys, mostly through projectile use, right? So a lot of what I mentioned earlier in neutral about mixing up your options between spacing out with aerials, F-tilt, and retreating with Shadow Flare, side B, is going to be a great way to keep them out of your zone and get damage on them. So Shadow Flare coupled with down smash is going to be a very good shield break mix-up. Get them into Shadow Flare, and of course, if you can manage to get them to shield, and that's instant shield break, right? So of course they're going to be shielding to not take damage from the Shadow Flare. I'm going to wake him back up so I can put some Shadow Flares on him. So you want to time your down smash so that, you know, they have their shield up once the Shadow Flare hits, and then they're locked in that shield stun so that you can down smash and break their shield in that instant, right? And the thing is, Sephiroth can kill at 0 actually, so fully charged Giga Flare into F Smash, and that's going to kill them. The very tip is going to do 18. If you get the sweet spot, it's going to be a little bit closer than the tip, but not even in the middle. It's still pretty far away, and that's going to do 24. But you want to be pretty far when you do the Giga Flare into F Smash. As you can see, I was pretty much maxed out on space there. That wasn't the sweet spot. That's why it only did 58 versus 70 earlier. But it still was enough to kill, right? So you want to be about here. Into F Smash, and that's going to be the sweet spot there, 71, and they're dead. So the fact that Sephiroth has the ability to kill you at 0 makes a shield break setup like this incredibly potent. If you kill them, if you break their shield, they are literally dead at 0. Yeah, so definitely keep that shield break punish in mind, guys. So with anti-airing and juggling, of course, up air is going to be very good. Up tilt is even going to be good because it's got so much vertical range. And up smash is going to be great to catch landings. Of course, up smash is a lot of startup, a lot of end lag. So it's not something you want to just throw out. It's more of a hard read option or a landing punish option. Up tilt can be really good out of parry, right? So if you can parry something, up tilt is honestly probably one of your best options because it scoops them up so high and puts them in the air for that advantage state to keep them juggled. Parry up tilt is really good. Out of shield, not too great because, you know, there's going to be shield drop frames. Speaking of out of shield, the best option is probably going to be Nair. It's really his only quick out of shield option, and of course the jump cancels the shield drop animation, so this is going to be faster. Hitbox all around him, which is good. You can even kind of drift it forward or backward if they hit you in a certain way. Sephiroth does also have a counter, so this is another mix-up you have in your arsenal, especially against overly aggressive opponents. Bear in mind, guys, the counter does only protect in front of him. So, if you try to counter from behind, you're going to get hit still. One good thing about his counter is he does have a hitbox after it, even if it doesn't counter anything. So, if you do it a little bit too early, sometimes he'll just be able to get away with it because it has that hitbox after he counters. It can also be a good edge guarding tool against recoveries with a hitbox such as his own, as you can see right there. Again, with this, you have to position yourself in front of the hit, because that's the only time that the counter will actually be active against an attack, is if it hits right in front where the whole, you know, barrier is. So for ledge trapping, Giga Flare is going to be awesome to set up at the ledge to kind of force them in a situation where they either have to jump over it, right, and you can cover that with fair, or they try to roll past it and you can cover it with F Smash. So setting up a Giga Flare is never a bad option for ledge trapping if you manage to send them far enough that you have the time to set up the fully charged one. Same as his neutral tools, back air, forward air, and F tilt are going to be good to cover some ledge options as well. Looks like down smash is going to be able to 2-frame, and since we can down angle F tilt, this might be able to 2-frame. I'm not 100% sure on this yet, so if you know in the comments if down angled F tilt 2-frames, do let us know in the comments. You can even 2-frame with down air Hell's Gate for the spike box. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so it's a little easier on Cloud since of course he doesn't grab ledge and this CPU is recovering high, but you get the idea. This does hit below the stage, so you can time that well. So if you time this well, you can definitely get some spikes to catch people returning to ledge. So since Sephiroth has a pretty decent length of recovery, you can actually edge guard with him. It's not like you want to stay on stage the whole time, right? Back air and fair are actually going to be pretty good edge guard tools. Their range is awesome, and you can always make it back to stage, so don't be afraid to edge guard with Sephiroth, especially when you have the one wing. Like, you can really just stay out there for however long, you know, since you got that third jump, and still make it back. Nair can be good too, since it is a big hitbox all around him. Like, you can just stay out here. 4. Yeah, so Nair can be a good option too. For sure, these guys are good. Of course, we have a projectile, so you can always just send the flares off stage too. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Those are some basics of how to play Sephiroth after day 1. So if you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, leave a like on the video, guys, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.